join us on the YouTube. You can see Tom and Joann. Otherwise, you will not be seeing Tom and Joann. You'll just be seeing me. It's just me. Well, the hair's pretty good today, so.
Stand by for ludicrous speed.
Okay, my dear Greg Saunders.
Gregory.
Eagle looking great. Your go.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders!
Wow. Hey, great.
Good. Can't believe it. Look at it.
We interrupt this sound file to bring you a terrifying announcement.
Are you aware that you're leaking coolant at an alarming rate?
Show us the skills that have made you a media darling.
Well, I'm glad we got all that out in the open.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Saturday Morning Stateline Show.
Are we on?
I think we are.
I see that we're on the YouTube live with Tom. I'm Greg. And you know, the show The Office, probably going to become a historical document on what office culture was once like pre-COVID. Big number of the week this week is 93.6 billion. The answer is Tasty or Target. We'll find out what that is coming up. And yeah, it is.
Targets with an S or Target?
Target.
Okay, Target.
Target, for those of you who are fancy.
Oh, yeah, the French one, yeah.
93.6 billion. And yeah, this is the Saturday Morning Stateline Show for the 6th day of March, the year 2021, the latest it's ever been.
In the history of mankind.
And I'm Greg. Tom's
right.
there. How's your week, buddy?
Oh, it was crazy busy. Next week's even going to be worse. But trivia's coming back. It's coming back in full swing.
Yes.
And it's kind of nice. See, here's the thing. When COVID hit back March 17th, actually, almost a year ago now, when COVID hit, we went from, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 clients, accounts, whatever. I say we, my boss, Mike. And I was doing at least 2 and usually 3. And he was doing a couple, and he had 2 or 3 other people working for him, or at least 2 other people on an off and on basis. And we went from that to 0 in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you're doing
now
3 a week there for quite a while.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, I absolutely was. And then I was playing. If I wasn't hosting 3 nights, I was at least playing 1 night. So it was 3 nights a week for me. Anyway, now it's starting to bounce back. We got 6 or 7 on board now, and a new one starting on Thursday.
I see that the Rockford Realtors, we've got one scheduled for April, I think, with pub trivia.
Cool.
And the announcement that I read was they're limiting it to 10 teams.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. From a host's standpoint, that's a really good idea, because you start getting 14, 17, 18 teams. I'm constantly like, I can't do anything except, and it takes 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Well, that's going to be 50 to 70 people in that room. You know, with 10 teams.
You've got, well, yeah, if you've got 5 per team, that's only 50 people. So, but yeah, so, and that's a good, healthy number.
Some teams might be 6 or 7, but
yeah, a lot of times Mike will cap it at 4 or 5 people per team, or the business will.
I don't know if our team signed up yet for it, but I hope we are, because I enjoy that a lot. That's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it is a lot of fun. It is. I'm waiting for the day that I get to host it when Mike can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
We've got a good rowdy group of realtors. So
Yeah, I did Friends trivia down at the thing downtown. What's it called again? The Rockford City Market.
Oh, the Standard or something?
Rockford City Market.
City Market.
The big building right there on Water Street or whatever. Anyway, I did that. I hosted it, and Michelle from ZOK was there. Midday Michelle. And of course, I've worked with Michelle for years, so it was kind of nice. And there were a few other people that I knew as well, so it was nice. It was a comfortable, good night.
Cool.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, trivia's. I'm not so much about the specialized trivia. I like the general trivia stuff.
Right.
I don't like all the different categories, music and sports and places around the world, and
if you're doing something like sports related, like for example, Alex and I, we went to Bocce's. This is one of the very first times I had known Mike. I'd known him for a couple of months, and he said, "Hey, I'm doing an NFL trivia." Yeah, Bocce's. I'm like, I'm there, and we won. We won. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
It was a lot of fun. We together we absolutely kicked butt.
I think we do pretty well. I get really frustrated with the music category because I oftentimes will know the song titles, but I oftentimes miss the artist names. I was looking for a song this week that I was sure was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Guess who?
Give me the song. Give me the song.
To the One I Love. This one goes out to the one I love.
Well, that's Mama Cass.
No. This one goes out to the one I love.
No, okay. That's Don't tell me.
I can tell you right now, it's not Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
No, it's not.
Sure it sounds like Tom Petty. It's the same kind of voice.
Isn't it The Cure?
No, good guess though.
Go to the one I
It's
love.
3 letters.
REM.
REM.
REM. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that. Yeah, I would have known. It would have taken me a little bit, but had I heard the song, I'd been like, oh, that's it. REM. I know that one.
I don't know if I can do this or not.
That's what I love about trivia is that I am the music guy and I don't know everything. I realize how much I don't know, but when it comes to that, there's something in my brain that puts me in the time and that place, and I can nail just about every song in the music round, unless Mike grabs something really obscure, which he does from time to time. Gotta change it up, I guess.
I don't know if I can do this, so this might be a train wreck.
All right,
but it's fun to try, right?
I'm on board. Oh yeah.
So the reason this song was on my mind was I was driving the other day showing houses, and this little parody lyric came into my head. This one goes out to the house I lost. This one goes out to the house I really want. A simple sigh. I really want it mine. This one goes out to the house I lost. All right, ready? Here comes the chorus.
Well, I think you could have done more with those lyrics at the end, but hey.
Just a bunch of crying anyway.
No, that's cool. I like it. And then the tagline could be, don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
It's sad. It's happened to me so often the last couple of years because a lot of, especially first-time home buyers, they're like, hey, they can't see themselves offering full price on a house.
Yeah.
Their parents or their uncle or aunt or whatever, they're like, you don't pay full price. If they're if they're asking 100,000, you offer them 90 or 95. Not in this market, you don't.
Yeah.
And I've had too many clients.
Thanks for your offer. Next.
Right. So
when you're leaving, tap the guy on the shoulder and tell him he's up next. 14 people waiting in line.
Friendly advice from your hometown realtor, Greg, here. No matter who you're working with as a realtor, if you want to buy a house, it's the one you love, go for it in this market. Go for it. And the good news is when you're buying a house and you're getting a loan, an appraisal is a part of a contingency of your contract. So even if the house, even if they're asking $100,000 for the house and you offer $150,000, chances are it's not going to appraise for $150,000. It's probably going to come down into the 110 region or something, depending on the market, depending on that area. So
what if you're filthy stupid rich, emphasis on stupid, and you just say, look, I'm just giving you 150, so I don't want any competition, just let me buy this house.
That happens.
You want it because it's your dream house.
That happens.
And maybe you're not offering 50,000 over value, but maybe 120 or something, just to make doggone good and sure.
Yeah.
The realtor can say, or the seller can say, okay, we'll take it.
Yeah. No, we've had those stories this year where a house has gotten, 28 showings and 12 offers within 30 hours of being on the market. So, okay, your seller's got 12 offers to consider. And what happens? I'll tell you what happens. Here's the generally happens when there's more than one offer on the table for a seller. They spread them all out. And if anyone is using a lender that they've never heard of before, on the floor, they're not even going to bother looking at it. They want to see a good, strong local lender or cash and proof of funds. So
what do you mean a lender like ABC Bank in Kirkland or something, just because they've never seen them or heard them before?
It makes a difference.
Really
makes a difference. So if you're using, I want to make something up that sounds real, but not real.
Well, there is no ABC Bank in Kirkland, at least I don't think so.
Well, let's just call it Mortgage House International. You've never heard of them before. You don't know where they're based.
No. MGI, of course. Yeah.
MGI, yeah, whatever. So here's a letter that says they're pre-approved. I had a buyer at the end of last year that the lender said they were pre-approved. And when it got time to actually show the loan approval, they weren't.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
It was a lie. And I hate,
So for example, if it was like, say, the Kirkland State Bank, I don't know. Again, I don't know why I keep saying Kirkland.
That's pretty local if it's here,
Okay, good. But Mortgage House International or Mortgage, whatever you called it.
Yeah. The big online lenders that you don't know where they're based out of, they could be in Detroit. They could be in Dubai. You don't know where they are.
Cancun.
Right.
Yeah. No, I got you. Because I
had a guy who told me, this client's pre-approved and ready to go. It turns out he didn't even know her credit score. He didn't have her credit score pulled yet. And it was like, seriously, and sad. It's just sad. So work with someone that know what you're pre-approved for, and then you can budget shop like you should. So yeah, that was, there's been some clients who've been crying because they lost out on the house that they wanted so bad. And I want to say the most recent one, there was 5 offers and we were the second best offer. Someone offered cash and could close in 2 weeks. And you can't beat that unless you also have cash and can close in 2 weeks. Right. So not a lot of those buyers out there.
Isn't that a red flag when someone's got cash? You got 120,000 or 140,000 cash? Wow.
Well, that's something called a proof of funds letter. We're not seeing the cash. It's not a picture. It's not a photo of a suitcase full of money. It's it's a letter from an institution that says this money's available and can be used for any kind of purchase. Okay. Want to congratulate the Hill family this week too. They closed on they upsized their home because they're adding a baby to their family, and so happy for them that they've got a bigger place to grow and grow their family. I didn't realize they had 3 dogs too. My goodness, wow. A baby, 3 dogs, and a baby on the way. So congratulations.
Their hill just got bigger.
They need a bigger hill. The Social Square networking group met this week, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
And In Crowd is scheduled to meet at PC Tech to You at the end of the month, last Thursday of the month.
No kidding.
So, yeah, I'm very excited about that. You'll remember last year, this month, of course, everything started shutting down. And I can't remember where we were supposed to meet. I think it was at one of the banks. I think it was at First Northern or something like that. We were supposed to meet in March, and that got postponed. And then, of course, everything just started getting canceled. We tried to do a couple of social distancing networking events in the summer, and it just didn't really work. So everything got put on the back burner until this month. So In Crowd will be back. I'm guessing we'll have John on again, John Berlin on with us next week or the week after to promote that.
Cool.
Last Thursday of the month, In Crowd, everyone is welcome. PC Tech to You will be the first place. We're back at networking with I'm into the In Crowd. Excited about that. I wanted to give a quick shout out today to our friends at Rock River Valley Blood Center. Was out there this week to donate. Little bit longer than my normal 8-week turnaround. It was about 8.5 weeks or almost 9 weeks this time, but they're doing well. They still obviously need to keep their blood supply going, but they are doing well. And thanks to everyone who's stepped up and donated. They've seen some extra people come in to do the apheresis donation, especially those that have had COVID already.
Yeah, I got to get in there myself.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You can spend an hour, save a few lives. Easy peasy. Yeah, so those were the shout outs I had today. Tom, anything that you wanted to shout out this week?
No, I don't know. I wish I would have had time to prepare.
That's okay. That's okay.
Well, technically I had all week, didn't I?
Did I mention last week that Kenny won the Big Timber winter tournament?
No, you said he was going to do it last week, right? Or he did it 2 weeks ago.
He's in a league at Big Timber axe throwing in Rockford. I'm talking about my son Kenny. He's been throwing there for, I don't know, about a year now. And him and his buddy, they went down to Texas for a tournament a couple of weeks ago in February and had a really good time there. And then they came back. Him and his buddy Johnny are in this league together. I think there's about 15 or 16 people in the league. I think there's 16. So they did their end of season tournament, and I forget who he said he lost to, but he lost like his second match. So he had to go through the losers bracket, or they call it the B bracket, the beer bracket. So you've got the A bracket, undefeated guys, and the B bracket, one loss guys, because it's a double elimination tournament.
Double elimination, yeah, right. That's why we do our softball. Yeah.
So he came up through the B bracket, and then when he met his buddy Johnny in the final, he lost the first game and won the next two, so he won the tournament.
Nice.
And
what exactly do you win?
I think a trophy. I don't know. I think free entry into the next season or whatever.
There better be at least a pizza involved. I mean, come on.
Right.
A big giant pizza. Share it with your friends, whatever. But
I joke with him that he's kind of like a part-time employee over there because he's over there so much these days now. So
yeah,
he's enjoying it a lot. Big Timber axe throwing. If you haven't done it yet, it is a lot of fun. And it's throwing a hatchet at a piece of wood and making it stick. You can do it. It takes a little practice, but you can do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very fun. Joann is on the Zoom. She's not turned her mic or her camera on yet, but she is with us. So good. Got a bunch of stuff to share randomly as far as news things goes. Let's see. Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and jump into that, because we don't have a guest this week.
All right.
So let's just go ahead and see. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm trying a few different things here, Tom. Just trying to. So, okay, our forecast, we got about 30 degrees in just at the Chicago Rockford International Airport right now. Warming up to 45 today. Another few great days in store for us. Lots more sun than clouds for the next few days. 52 tomorrow and 62 on Monday. Mid 60s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Very, very happy about that. There's Joann. Hello, Joann.
I know. I was looking at cats. I'm sorry.
You're fine. We're a little bit early. we don't have a guest this week, so we're just kind of jumping right into it.
You're gonna make me talk sooner, huh?
You can join us for the news because I got some interesting stuff to share with you guys today.
You'll get some extra pay in your pay envelope this week.
Oh,
for talking
yay.
sooner. Yeah.
I was checking out what cat we were gonna feature.
All right. So I got a question for you this week. I know some weeks I do, some weeks I don't. I'm curious if Tom will know this one. What?
Not Joanne.
I don't think you'll know this, Joanne, but you surprise me sometimes.
It's something about sports.
It's something about music.
Oh, there you go.
Music, yeah. I'm not good at music neither.
And the question of
Paul
the
McCartney was with the
is-
Beatles.
Very good.
It's Joanne
You win a big
wins.
prize.
Ding, ding, ding. What is Elton John's middle name?
Oh man, I was going to say it's Reginald Dwight, but what's his middle name?
Elton John's middle name will tell you coming up at the end of our SMS info.
Isn't he a knight? Wasn't he made a knight?
Yes, he is. He was knighted Sir Elton John.
He is Sir Elton John. That's right.
We'll keep it.
I'm going to guess Nathaniel, but I'm probably way off.
It's SMS info time, but this
I could ask the
doesn't
pause volunteers.
work. I'm not gonna use that.
What was Elton John's middle name?
We'll tell them coming up.
Well, they're asking on the radio.
I think it's
They're not answering me. They said they know, but they won't tell me.
That's okay.
It's Anza.
You probably heard this on the news this week. Did you know that they're filming a movie down in Oregon, Illinois?
Oh, I did hear that.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
How
A
fun is
Christmas
that?
movie.
A Christmas movie that is going to be called.
Did I miss what Elton John's middle name was?
I'm going to tell you
We'll
at
get
the
to it
end.
later.
Oh, okay. I was like all on the edge of my seat.
This is called getting you to listen longer. I'll tell you coming up.
I always listen.
Lacey's Christmas Do-Over is the name of the movie, supposedly, that's being filmed in Oregon. Film crews shooting scenes around the Oregon area. The mayor down there, Ken Williams, owns the Pine Hill Inn Bed and Breakfast. He says that's where the filmmakers have set up shop. They're shooting scenes there and at other locations. There's about 5 or 6 cast members and 25 to 30 crew members. They're using the city's real name and the bed and breakfast's real name in the movie.
Nice.
So some notoriety for Oregon, Illinois, and Sinisippi Farm and Forest is one of the places that they're filming as well. So cool.
Yeah, that is cool. One quick question: is this? It's not a Hallmark movie, is it?
It doesn't say, but I would guess if I was going to put money on it,
Is there snow lightly falling and people falling in love?
Of course.
Yeah.
Then it would be a
They'll
Hallmark movie.
probably shop it around to a bunch of different places, and
I think it's kind of funny that they're calling the movie Lacey's Christmas Do-Over because you know who's in most of those Hallmark Christmas movies?
Lacey Chabert.
Lacey Chabert. So
Yeah.
are they using her real name now? Or what?
Oh, it's probably not her. She's contracted with Hallmark. There's
Yeah.
no way she'd be able to come to Oregon and do a movie. So
I'm curious. But it's a legit Hollywood movie taking place.
yeah,
in
no,
Oregon,
that's
Illinois.
cool. I can't wait.
Isn't Oregon is really a pretty town too, because don't they have that city center where they have the gazebo and things like that?
The big town
Yeah.
square, the city hall is right there in the center. It's a historic building.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful building. And when they have the Fall Fest, oh my gosh.
Yes. I've been there years ago when it wasn't quite as popular.
I was in that parade for years, and what's the name of their Fall Fest?
Autumn on Parade.
Thank you, Joanne. I can't believe I forgot.
Very
that.
good. You win. You win the
Autumn
prize.
on Parade. For anyone who's ever been to Autumn on Parade, this would have been about 10 years ago now. I was the guy driving the radio station vehicle backwards through the whole parade.
Backwards?
That was my gig. That was my
And
hook
they
for the
always
parade.
had like crafts all around the city. What do they call that center of the city where the town hall is?
Well, just
It's like a
square.
The downtown.
Yeah, the town square.
Yeah, all around the city hall, they got all those little little tents put up and little mini
We
shops.
should put that down for, they should give us credit for that.
Autumn on
mentioning
Parade.
them. Autumn on Parade coming up in October, the first weekend in October.
Yeah, always a good time down in Oregon. So enjoy. One Body Collaboratives, we talk about them often on the show, the local faith-based nonprofit with a mission to mobilize, further develop, and coordinate church and community resources to rebuild lives and transform our community. They say their stats show they were able to serve over 600 local families in need in the year 2020. The top needs last year were rent assistance, food and personal hygiene items as well. One Body Collaboratives gets support and partnership from local churches and many individual donors. If you want to help, visit meettheneed.org. I think it's pretty awesome that they helped over 600 local families last year, and they'll keep on doing what they're doing. The Pine Tree Pistol Club. I still can't believe I haven't been in this place yet. It's right down the street from me. Pine Tree Pistol Club. They're doing a community blood drive a week from today, March 13th. The impact of COVID-19 has left the blood supply a little bit on the depleted side. So if you're healthy and feeling well, consider joining them next Saturday to donate blood. This will allow the Rock River Valley Blood Center to prepare for social distancing, if they'll know how many people are there to expect. So let's see here. Appointments are preferred. Walk-ins are welcome, but will only be accommodated as scheduling allows. 9 to 2 next Saturday. 5454 11th Street in Rockford. You can also call Rock River Valley Blood Center to schedule your appointment. I donated this week, so I can't donate next Saturday. I got to wait 8 weeks.
So you got to go in there and get shot.
Go in there, get shot.
That's right.
And then shoot.
That's right.
But yeah, I think you got to be a member to shoot there. I think I need someone who's a member to invite me to go, because I would love to go shooting there sometime. Those of us here in the area know that the Winnebago County landfill has been off and on as far as being good and being not so good. They have applied to the Illinois EPA to renew their Clean Air Act permit program. The permit regulates air emissions from the solid waste landfill located on Lindenwood Road in Rockford. They've reviewed the application. They made a preliminary determination that the application does meet the standards for issuance. The draft permit hearing notice and other documents are available on their webpage. And there's an online public hearing Thursday, March 18th to receive oral comments from the public. This could be important. So there's a hearing notice. If you want to speak, you do need to register beforehand. And we will post this stuff on our Facebook page so you can find more information about the Winnebago County landfill and the hearing coming up on March 18th. Okay, guys, here's a question now. Now it's time for our randoms before we get to Elton John's middle name. Imagine if Instagram, Pinterest, and eBay all had a kid. It would be called Whatnot. Whatnot is a live stream marketplace and social network for fans of collectibles like sports cards, Pokemon cards, and Funko Pop. Any idea what Funko Pop is?
No.
This is the weirdest thing.
Funko Pop. Sounds exciting.
I'm going to show you what it is. Here's Funko Pop. It's like anime type things. Hey, look, Shaquille O'Neal, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan. That doesn't look anything like Michael Jordan.
Larry Bird looks like a girl.
Larry Bird. Well, he always did kind of have long hair, right? So
yeah.
I
believe these are
what are those
Japanese
like little
versions.
collectibles then?
Harlem Globetrotters, LeBron James. So this is Funko Pop.
NBA Pops.
It's different. So this shopping deal, they call it shop-attainment. And before you laugh, it's really a thing. In China, it's already a $170 billion market. They're taking this home shopping network thing to a whole nother level. Live stream shopping. And in China, it's already a $170 billion market. I wonder if it will take off here too. I don't know.
Probably.
Could be. Let's see. I want to show you this thing too. There it is. Would you hop inside a flying taxi? Flying taxi startup Volocopter.
I would, yeah.
You'd hop in something like this?
Sure, why not? I mean,
this thing looks.
Where am I going to go?
Right.
Yeah. I'm not going to go over mountains or anything.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. Flying taxis are apparently possibly going to be a thing in about 2 years, according to the CEO of Volocopter. They're a German startup. They raised about $241 million this week to develop urban transport helicopters.
I got the perfect name for it. Fluber. I mean, hey, why not?
Fluber, Flyber.
Or Flift.
Oh, Flift. So I don't know. Hopping from building to building in a helicopter in a downtown urban area or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're talking about just 6 blocks or something, or 21 blocks, I mean, I don't know about that. I thought it meant like going from Rockford to like
Chicago,
Belvedere, or maybe Chicago or something like that. Yeah.
I don't know that I want to be in a helicopter in the Windy City. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but do you know how you can check this out? I think I'm correct on this. You know how the Windy City got its name? It isn't because it's so windy. It's because of the Chicago politicians were all a bunch of windbags. And that's where that originated. That's what I heard.
Well, I believe that. You're also on Lake Michigan, though, so you do get the.
Well, this is true, but that's true of any city that's on a lake. But like San Francisco really is truly a windy city. And Chicago's nothing like that. So
what did they say the price of a ride would be?
Well, they don't have that on here yet.
Oh, they didn't have that listed?
Not yet. But I'm sure it's not cheap. That would be, you think paying $30 for a taxi ride, 12 blocks in New York City is a lot. And imagine what you're going to pay to.
What it would be to ride the helicopter.
You want to get from Queens to Manhattan in a jiff? Okay, here we go. It's going to be $500 or something.
Oh, it probably maybe at least 200, 250 or something.
Something like that.
And some businessman who's working on a $2.2 million deal. Absolutely. I need to be there by 1:30. So let's go.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Here's something that Tom will agree with. University College of London, they did a study to find that the brain is capable of recognizing familiar music at an incredibly short amount of time within 1/10 of a second of being played.
Yeah, I agree with that. You can usually sometimes give me the first note if it's a recognizable song.
Like the song I played for you a little bit earlier.
Well, yeah, and it was. Once you played it, I'm like, oh, of course. But when you were singing it, I thought you used the word dedicated. This is dedicated to the one I love. That's why I said Mama Cass.
Oh, yeah.
Dedicated to the one I love. That was Mama Cass.
When I hear those lyrics, when I just read those lyrics, that's probably the first thing I think of too. Is
the other day at trivia, I played Little Willie by The Sweet, and it's got this iconic opening, like dang, this guitar strum, and one of the gals on one of the teams on Tuesday night goes, "Oh, Little Willie," and I went over and congratulated. I gave her a high five. I said, "That is awesome," because I did the exact same thing, and I told her the story. The reason I'm playing that song is because I heard it the other day. And I remember, oh my God, I'm gonna play that song. And I did the exact same thing. I heard the opening guitar strum and I said, oh, that's Little Willie by The Sweet. I haven't heard that in a long time. So I wrote it down and then I put it in my regular rotation. So that was kind of cool. I can do that. I would love to enter a contest where you take only iconic songs.
There's a TV show like that called Name That Tune.
That's a little different, though. That's a little different because sometimes they'll do it on a piano. That's not the same thing.
It's harder on a piano
because most songs start with middle C anyway. So, 2 notes, ding, ding. What's that? That could be one of 4,000 songs.
No, it doesn't quite work the same on the show because they've got a live band and they've got Randy Jackson playing the piano.
Yeah.
They give him a hint. They give him a clue, and then they bet each other. I can name that song in 2 notes. Okay, name that too. But it's Tom's right. It's not the same when
it doesn't work that way for me. I have to actually hear the real song because that's what hits me. That's what you're talking about with the 10th of a second. Yeah. That's where the brain starts to, because you could play the first 2 or 3 notes of the Star Spangled Banner on a piano, and that could be any song.
Right?
So it has to be the song from the group?
The actual recording.
Well, the actual recording, because that's what you remember. That's what is emblazoned on your brain. It's not just the notes; it's the actual way they were played in that song. So
interesting.
Good point. All right. So travel is looking to come back and anticipating eventual boosts in travel. United Airlines just bought 25 new Boeing 737 MAX jets. They spent about $125 million each for 25 new Boeing jets. Vizio made over 7 million TVs last year. A lot of people buying TVs, and they're going public. So if you think Vizio makes a good TV, you might want to buy stock in Vizio. I don't think we have a Vizio TV in our house, but I've seen them in our business. I think I've seen a lot of them in businesses. They sell a lot of TVs. Okay, this kind of made me giggle, so I had to share this one today. The average person spends 26 years of their life sleeping. So why not spend that time in a soft cloud with Sheets and Giggles eucalyptus lycocell sheets?
Okay.
Let's see here. This is a real company. The best part of waking up is going back to bed. Where'd it go? Sheets and Giggles.
Wouldn't that keep you awake?
The best part of waking up, going back to bed. So eucalyptus lycocell sheet sets. I don't know what lycocell is, but I know eucalyptus is something that, you put on your chest or something when you're congested. I don't know. Maybe I'm somewhat hoping that Sheets and Giggles will send us free sheets to test out. So I'm mentioning that.
Eucalyptus. Is there an animal that only eats eucalyptus?
I believe koalas.
Koala bears?
Yeah, koalas, I think.
I think koala
eucalyptus leaves.
I think they do. And finally, St. Patrick's Day
what is it?
trees.
Koala bear?
This is becoming a thing. Would you have a St. Patrick's Day tree in your house?
No.
Aaron Gobra.
Well, if I put up a St. Patrick's Day, it means I have to take down my Christmas tree.
Well, you just got to redecorate it with all green stuff.
Yeah, it's true. Or better yet, just take everything off and then it's green. And so we're good.
It's just green.
I think it's funny the hat that's on top of there. I like the green hat on top of the tree.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be Green Bay Packers?
There we go, Tom.
There you go. It's green all year long.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny. If you're the type of person that doesn't like to take down your Christmas tree, leave it up, decorate it green. St. Patrick's Day. I know people who decorate it, who've done it for Valentine's Day, but usually then it comes down after Valentine's Day. So
you could keep it going all year.
That's right. Well, we had some friends.
St. Patrick's Day, Easter.
There were some friends of ours who had multiple trees in their house, and one was dedicated to the 4th of July, all Independence Day stuff. One was dedicated to like Valentine's Day. Yeah, there was all these different, all the holidays. So if you got room, that's and time on your hands. All right, Elton John's middle name. Some celebrities have some very strange middle names. Ben Affleck's middle name is Geza, G-E-Z-A. Geza?
Probably Giza, who knows?
Giza. Tina Fey's middle name. Do you know Tina Fey's middle name?
Louise.
Well,
Tina Louise.
It's Stamatina. I don't think her real first name is Tina. I think it's something else.
Probably not.
Stamatina is her middle name. And Elton John's middle name, last chance to guess. Anyone got a good guess?
I got a guess.
Okay.
Kenneth,
no. No last guess, Joanne?
No,
that is. Reginald Kenneth DeWitt.
Elton Kenneth
According
John.
to this website, it's Hercules.
Oh.
Do we believe that?
Okay.
So did he, when he changed his name to Elton John, did he change his middle name, or was it Hercules from birth? I don't know.
No, it's Kenneth. I looked it up. It was Reginald Kenneth DeWitt. The reason he chose Elton John is because it's John.
Is this
Elton,
the
which was
Tom
one of his-
that says he never Googles anything?
The reason he changed it to Elton John is because it was John Elton, and that was a blues performer.
Okay.
That wasn't for the money there, Joanne. So
That wasn't for the money.
because yeah. Don't worry, not gonna cheat you out at any points on the big number.
Doesn't count for a big number of the week. We're still tied at 8.
That's right.
But his name wasn't Kenneth. It was Hercules.
Hercules.
I thought you were going for his real name, Reginald DeWitt's middle name.
I don't. Yeah.
Hercules. Okay.
I
I don't think I'd heard that one.
All right. So
Elton Hercules John.
I think we've determined that the first 1 to 10 is getting lunch on the show. So we're gonna
Lunch on the show. I think we all should go to lunch after we get all our COVID shots. We could have lunch.
I'm not getting my COVID shot.
Lunch in an what do they call it? Remote lunch.
Bubble lunch.
We're on the show remote.
Oh, I like that. See, we need to do that.
We've talked about doing that.
It'd be breakfast. Sherry's place. Yeah.
Why aren't you getting a shot?
Because I don't.
You had COVID.
Many reasons why I'm not getting a shot. I don't trust them, and I don't believe a lot of the statistics. And this is just my opinion. When people lie about the statistics, there's a red flag, and there's been a lot of lying about them and a lot of inflated numbers. So COVID deaths are way up, cancer deaths are way down, heart attack deaths way down, pneumonia deaths way down. All of these other deaths are way down, but the plateau of deaths is about the same, maybe slightly higher. So they're calling deaths COVID deaths that aren't
every death is COVID lately.
It seems like
it seems that way. And for this being a pandemic, there hasn't been a huge spike in deaths.
No.
So
no, we don't have bodies piling up. Sorry for the image, but we don't have that. It's not like it was in 1918. So the whole idea. Anyway, the other reason is when you get, a lot of times it's happening right now. When you get the shot, you get sick, and I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, so I've heard that
I'm
too.
Just simply not doing it.
All right.
So where'd it go?
It's kind of a thing on Facebook where people get their shots and they're like, nah, I got the shot. I said this to my girlfriend, it's like going to the prom. Everyone has a date to the prom except me. I haven't gotten my date yet.
Are you scheduled for yours?
I didn't go to my prom.
See, he doesn't want to go to prom, so he doesn't care. I think I will, just for my family. And because of, I don't know, I guess I plan on it if it's possible.
I will say my mother-in-law got her first shot about a week and a half ago or so, and she seems fine. My wife
They
got
say
her
the second
shot.
one is the worst.
Yeah. Well, and then if you've already had COVID, apparently you get a little bit more symptoms too with the shot, which is just odd to me. It's just weird. But yeah, my wife did not feel good yesterday after getting her shot. So,
and
How
just to
did she
clarify,
manage? Does she work in the nursing?
she's a teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
just to clarify, I don't have any problem with anybody who gets a shot. You do whatever you want. That's cool.
Right.
I don't begrudge anybody. I'm not here to argue the point whether you should or whether you shouldn't. You, if you want to, should get one. You know, I'm not going to do it. I have reasons why not.
I think there's a misunderstanding. There's a kind of miscommunication of, even if everybody got the shot, it's not like it's not going to wipe out the disease.
Mhm.
No, it's not, because you get the shot for this and then this strain comes out. Herd immunity is what we all need. And this is what we get. Joann, you've been a teacher for, 30, 40 years, whatever it was. You know that all these little snot-nosed kids coming in are carrying disease after disease after disease. And that helps build up your immunity.
Build up the immunity.
So,
yeah.
and I know that me working with the public, being out doing trivia, this and that, I have a lot of immunities. I got one friend that I joke that he's probably never going to get COVID because he's kind of dirty and kind of, in a fun way. I mean, I don't know if he's dirty or anything. He probably
The cleanliest of guys.
But he's usually got dandruff hanging off his, whatever. So we know that showers aren't a daily thing. We know that. So anyway, my whole point is he's probably never going to get it because he's got so many immunities built up. Just a running joke.
Well, before we get to the big number of the week, Joann, do we want to do a walkthrough?
I was just listening to Tom.
We're good. We're good.
Ramble on, right?
When we have a show,
What? No, I'm trying to see his point. We can do a walkthrough.
All right.
Everyone's being good today.
Because we're on Facebook Live right now on my phone, Joann, people aren't.
I know
seeing
no one
me
can
on the
see
phone.
me.
You know what I could do, I guess, if I was really nice? I could go like this and say, look, there, this is what you're missing. Joann's walkthrough.
I wanted to show, I don't know if last week we kind of did a quick, these two cats are, I'm trying to see what their name is. Timmy and Tommy, that's so cute.
My best friend growing up was
They
Timmy.
came in from a transport last week, and I don't think we really took a good look at them. But they're just really handsome boys.
Sorry, Facebook, I'm not.
They really
Timmy,
are. Are they a bonded pair?
Yes, I think they are. Timmy and
That's
Tommy.
good. I love to hear that.
And we're really strict with, I was trying to think, I didn't send a picture yet. This was Sadie from last week. She was owner relinquished. Her owner died. And I thought she had several, I don't have my mask on, so I'm gonna have to be good. She had several cats. I don't know but I wanted to show this mom. This was cats that were abandoned at the shelter. They're just so sweet. I don't know. It looked like someone had raised them for a while and then just gave up on them. Maybe couldn't find homes for them. So it's a mom and two kittens. They're just gorgeous. And there's the other one again. Trying to think of what their Sly. But they were just put in a box and abandoned, kind of sad. The kittens are boys, I guess. Colonel, Admiral, and Sly.
Fun.
Is it? It says it's a male, so I don't know. Maybe it's a dad with two kittens. That's unusual.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dad got custody of the kittens.
What?
Dad got custody of the kids.
Yeah, got custody of the kids. And this is the cat, and now I forgot his name. He also is a transfer. Blackie, yeah. But I will send that in. to Greg after the show.
All right.
Can you remember what his name is? What is it? I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
I think it's like Lambrusco.
Oh, yes, like a wine, Lambrusco. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lambrusco. Just call him Bruce for short, right?
Bruce. And here's a beautiful cat. You know, I like the torties. They say torties are one of the, after black cats, they're not adopted very well, but I just love torties. There she's settling
Well, see,
down.
the funny thing is, I have a black cat who is my absolute favorite cat. He is just so awesome. His name is Barney. You've seen him probably on my shoulder. My other cat is a tortie, Psycho, and she comes.
So
in
you
here and
have
she
two
just
of the
loves up on me.
least likely adopted cats. There's Jimmy and Tommy again. I don't understand why I like orange cats too, though.
So do I. I like all cats.
This one's a declawed. Trying to think what his, I'm having trouble reading today. Bowser. Sounds like a dog's name.
Bowser. Hello, Bowser.
Okay, and these are our special needs cats. They're both FIV. I think we have the son is.
What does that stand for again?
Feline something.
Feline.
It's some people relate it to AIDS, but it's really not AIDS.
Yeah, right.
Feline infectious something. So that's pause for today.
Nice.
Pause for a moment.
Nice pause tour, which we like to do.
I thought it was a little crazy last week with the dogs.
Yeah, it was.
It's always a little crazier.
A little noisy. I'm trying to post something on our page, and I don't know why I'm not being able.
Yeah,
to.
I will send you the picture of Lambrusco later. Whoops, I meant to do the other thing there. I like to keep an eye on Tom and make sure he's not drinking his coffee or enjoying breakfast or whatever he's doing.
Okay.
Who, me?
Or paying attention.
I wanted to give you guys a real quick update on
Looking at crossword.
At the Peck Playhouse Theater. The Peck Playhouse Theater, as you know, they had the roof collapse last week. The roof completely collapsed in on the theater.
I know you showed us pictures last week.
Yeah, I showed you some pictures. They are they're in the process of getting stuff out. They had to re-secure a couple of the other beams were cracked but hadn't collapsed yet. So they were getting those, they got those braced so that they could get out stuff, the chairs and the costumes. They have a second floor costume shop and stuff. So getting everything out, getting it all in storage so they can assess what it's going to take to rebuild. So they're in the process of getting that done. If you would like to donate to that, that would be a good place to donate and help keep theater alive in Pecatonica at the lovely little Peck Playhouse Theater. If you could, yes, if you're able to make a donation to Peck Playhouse Theater. Okay, we are going to skip that.
Is that all volunteer too? Is that kind of like Starlight? It's really just volunteers or local people?
Yeah, there's a board of directors, so I think there might be one or maybe two paid people in the whole thing. Someone to manage the finances and the books, that sort of thing. But other than that, I'm pretty sure it's all volunteer.
We did a mystery dinner to support them.
Oh, really?
And it was really fun.
Cool.
It was I don't know. My friend figured out who killed who, but I never did. I just enjoyed the play. Everyone in the audience had a part too. It was fun.
I acted in a murder mystery thing in Rochelle once, and I was pretty horrible. I was trying to convince everyone that I was the killer, even though I wasn't. I kept trying to plant clues that I must be the killer, but Yeah.
Well, that's your first red flag right there. It's like
It
the
was
guy
awful.
when they're trying to steer you in that direction,
Yeah, you would
eliminate
should
that
have
person immediately.
worked to prove your innocence. You
forget-
weren't the killer though, right?
No, I was some wealthy businessman who was at this party with a mistress or something. It was funny. It was a funny concept thing, but yeah, there was about 8 of us, I think, in the cast. And most of the folks were part of the theater group down in Rochelle. Vince Carney Community Theater. That's who I was trying to think of. VCCT. All right. We got a big number. I mean, let's see if this works. Ooh.
Name that tune.
All right. So our big number of the week is 93.6 billion.
Oh, so peaceful.
And the answer is Tasty or Target. Tasty or Target? Are you ready for a guess?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tasty.
They're both going for Tasty.
Yep.
Well,
We both wrong.
let's see. According to the Wall Street Journal, let's see. Pandemic winners. We're all familiar with a few pandemic winners as we lose Joann's screen. I don't know where she went. There she is.
I wanted to see if my battery was okay.
Okay. So
I could
during
stay with you
pandemic,
till the end of the show.
we all know that Amazon did really well. Zoom did really well. Moderna, making the vaccine, they did really well. They reported earnings on Tuesday this last week. We can safely add Target to the mix. Over the full year, which ended for them on January 30th, Target posted revenue of $93.6 billion. That is a big number. Wow. $93.6 billion, up 20% year over year, a greater increase than its previous 11 years combined. That's a lot of money. So yeah, that means both of you are completely
Losers.
wrong.
Yeah, we are losers.
We're losers
today.
together.
You're losers. The Tasty story though is worth talking about. March is National Peanut Butter Month. I had me a couple peanut butter jelly sandwiches yesterday. Yes.
I had 2 peanut butter and banana sandwiches on Thursday night.
Peanut butter banana.
High. They were like that thick.
Is it March is Peanut Butter Month? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Americans eat about 700 million pounds of peanut butter every year.
You know what
I'm
I
not
do?
a peanut butter eater.
Love peanut butter.
I think I've
You know
got
what I
one in
do?
my cupboard.
Yeah, you know what I do when the jar is empty and I can't get any more out? I give it to my dog. He will sit there and lick it out clean. And it'll take him an hour and a half. He loves it.
That's awesome.
He'll wander off into the next room and he'll eat the whole everything. He'll lick it completely clean. You could put candy in it afterwards.
Which
Jar
Tom
comes
does.
out looking like this.
That's it.
Then you can just
That's
put it
the
back in
handiwork
your
of my
cupboard.
dog.
Just be careful with the plastic jars because sometimes they got sharp edges, so don't hurt your dog.
Yeah.
Got to smooth out the edge on those things. So Tom already answered kind of the question that I had. Besides jelly, what goes good on a peanut butter sandwich? Bananas, as Tom mentioned.
Yeah.
I've heard of Nutella.
Oh, well, yeah. That just
Peanut butter and
that's really
Nutella
good.
together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like a Reese cup or something, sort of. I mean, it's the chocolate and peanut butter idea.
Oh,
Peanut butter
okay.
and cheese. Peanut butter and cheese is really good as well.
Peanut butter and cheese.
Well, it's
Listen,
just like cheese and crackers
people
with
like to eat
in
peanut
it.
butter on celery sticks. And then you put little raisins, and in Girl Scouts, we call that ants on a log.
That's right.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
That's good stuff. I like that.
I like it
so
too.
Throw some celery in your peanut butter sandwich. Why not?
Here's one for you that I've never done and never will. Peanut butter and mustard.
Ew.
No.
Some friends in the neighborhood, some of the kids in the neighborhood growing up, did that, and I'm like, oh no,
I-
no.
I'd say no to that too. Peanut butter and chocolate chips. That kind of goes along with Nutella.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other strange things do you put on your peanut butter sandwich? Put them in the comments on the YouTube or the Facebook. Say hi. Maybe next week we'll have a guest. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Nothing scheduled yet. But
Cool.
anyway, I think we had fun. Did you have a good time?
I had a good time.
I had a good time.
And
Awesome.
Tom didn't beat me, so that's always good.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
that's true.
Well, I think that's going to wrap up our show.
All right, one more thing. When are we gonna potentially do our little remote thing that
We
we're
have
gonna
to
do?
wait until we get to 10.
It's going to be at least 3 more weeks because you got to win 2 more times.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And
But
Tom
I'm
has
just
to have
saying,
his COVID shot.
No,
It's not going to happen.
you can sit 6 feet away. That's fine.
There you go.
Doesn't matter anyway because we'll be on our computers. We'll all have our computer, or you'll have your laptop.
We can
Yeah,
whatever,
sit
your
behind the
tablet.
computer at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Remember,
Okay.
How else would we all be on the screen at the same time? We'd have
Oh,
to have
that's
it there,
true.
and all of
We
us.
could all sit
Yeah.
real close together.
you change the world when you
Yeah.
help one person. Be a blessing to someone today, y'all. We'll see you here next week. What do you say?
Bye.
All right. I'll
Tom
be
left
here.
really quick.
Bye.
Later, y'all.
No,
Have a great
I
week.
didn't. I'm still here.
Oh, my screen left.
Bye.
I don't know what happened.
No, you're still here too.
You went to Saturday Night Live. All
Did
right. Bye.